And good morning, peeps. It's been a minute, and it is a dark and stormy day today. Oh my goodness. So you might hear the wind actually howling, even though I've got all the blocks on and stuff like that. It's that stormy today. And I'm sure the cat will be up here too. She's either hiding or she just tries to crawl into my shirt today. But hello, it's been a minute. I took that week off and it was hard. The Monday, Monday morning came and I'm like, oh, I can still do it. I'm like, no, Lori, no. So I had to talk myself out of it. Um, and I'm coming to you this week and telling you that next week is already loaded. So if you go to the website or the YouTube, main channel page, you will see that we've got all 5 episodes for next week already loaded up there, and you can take a little bit of a look. Now, let's do our giveaway tool. Let's see what we've got here. Life is but a day. We got that peeps. So I'm going to start collecting comments now, and we'll come back to that and check on it by the end of at the end of our 10 minutes here to see if we've got any takers. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. Oh, well, first let's turn off that banner because you know if you know. Just put hashtag peeps, and you guys know what it takes to make this channel grow. So I'm going to put hashtag peeps in the comments, just so everybody on Facebook and YouTube know the drill. There you go. Yep. Okay, it came up. So I'm going to share so I can show you. This is preparatory training here, y'all. This could be you. There's my YouTube channel, and there's my Facebook channel. Yep, there it goes. So it does come through, even on these dark and stormy days. It is going to be, it's going to be rather, we're going to come down here and look at John Keats. There we go. Life is but a day, a fragile dewdrop on its perilous way from a tree's summit. Life is but a day. Time, right? It goes so quickly. A friend of mine who is considerably younger than I am, I would say definitely could be my daughter, probably could be my granddaughter, was bemoaning the fact that that she doesn't feel any different now than she did when she was 17. What the heck happened? And I said, spoiler alert, I'm going to be turning 62 next week, or not next week, but the following week. And it just seems like yesterday I was dancing along to John Lennon's "She Was Just 17, If You Know What I Mean." And I said it really gives whole new meaning to that song, Instead of trying to get fresh with a 17-year-old girl, it's more like, it just feels like you're 17. I was just 17. Right? What happened? Inside, part of me still feels very much 17. Part of me feels very much 3. How about you? What age do you settle on? I think mostly I feel like I'm around 21, right? In my early 20s, before kids. Golly, what a difference that was. And as I said, she is like not happy with the storm. She wants me to go back to bed so she can get underneath the covers. Don't you, Nixie? Because this is not the day in your life that you want, is it? But anyway, so update on me. John Keats, by the way, was one of my favorite. Well, he still is a favorite poem, but definitely was a pillar of my, or a solace, a source of solace and source of inspiration for me, from, I think, middle school on, is when I really kind of discovered John Keats. It was, he was one of the romantic poets when my mom did the romantic poet series. in her curriculum. My childhood life is in many ways divided into my mom's curriculum, because I used to every Friday help her grade papers and things like that. So that's how excitingly I spent my Friday afternoons, is either running those bubble tests or sorting through essays and things like that. So I might not be an expert on all of those. On her, I'm not an expert in English literature, but I definitely know a thing or two about her curriculum, if that makes any sense. And I think that was kind of a shocker to me when I got to college, because my mom taught the same curriculum every year, so she got quite good at those particular texts. But when you got to college, they changed them up all the time, so it was something new, and you kind of had to put your running shoes on to keep up with the pace of things. So I was so used to the same, to where she would have you memorize, and I would memorize. And if you're interested in that sort of thing, go check out my other channel, which is Startlingly True, where it's more of a vlog and memoir. But again, I'm on hiatus. Update on that, if you guys were worried about me. So I'm having to face down some really chronic issues here, coming to a head, which is, and it's slowly coming to a head. In other words, injuries that I sustained back in the fall of 1978 are gotten to the point where these little patchworks don't help so much anymore. I've had, especially since my car accident in 2013, where it jiggled the patch job that my wonderful dentist did in 78. I had all the teeth in my mouth, the roots of them were hairline fractured, you know. So in order to save the teeth, he did a drill job to stabilize them from the inside. Well, that was how long ago, right? Dental work only lasts long. And in the interim of that period, even before the accident, I had various patch jobs on things that were failing because, in fact, at one point while we were still in the military, while the military still had coverage for dependents with dental, that was in the 80s. They don't now, but I remember when that shifted, I'm like, oh, better get it all done. And that's what the dentist said too. They removed the old fillings and put the new ones on because the lead contamination, or the content of lead back in the old days of the fillings, as opposed to the new fangled stuff. So all the shiny fillings got taken out, and had little porcelain caps, at least on the top of them. But even all that failed. When I had the car accident, it jiggled everything. Even though I was really careful not to hit my head, the thrust of the car, being hit by the car, I had fractures to my back, my leg, or whatever, threw my brain against the one side of my head, and it traumatized, everything. So with that broke everything else out. And then now it's like trying to get to a place where I can just have it all done at once, so it looks like something. Right now I've got teeth that don't match because different dentists did them at different times, and they're just going to come along and fix everything. And that's cosmetic, but the real kicker is the fact that this whole time I've had problems with abscesses, right? And that leads into blood poisoning. And I've had to be treated for blood poisoning because of this. And I was really concerned because I kept pitching fevers. In fact, the last time I did one of these shows, I did a whole show, this show, without putting on the broadcast, because that whole week I was pitching fevers all week long. And I was really concerned because I've done enough medical care to know that it doesn't take long for something to turn from a chronic infection to like a gangrene or something that's really difficult. So I was so happy to get and do my whole mouth is now x-rayed, and I've got a great dentist that I first saw. Well, I didn't see him because he was not in dental school yet, but this team, this dental office, I first went to help me do some of that patchwork back over 20 years ago. So I'm back at the same, which makes me feel so well loved to have the same, that's continuity. And they're coming up with a plan to do my whole mouth. So I'm telling you guys that because you guys are gonna see, you're gonna see. Because it's kind of hard to do these things without showing your mouth. I guess that we could go back to the I probably will when I'm going out in real life, have the mask on just because of various things, but also just to save everybody the look of what I'm going to look like. And I've never worn makeup, so y'all, I'm not skilled at putting on makeup to hide anything. So people say, "Oh, you've got such nice skin," especially because I'm going to be turning 62. And I said, "What's your skincare routine?" And I'm like, "I never wore makeup." I don't know. I don't know if it's that or just great genes. Because on my biological dad's side, man, on both sides, really, great. Thank the gene fairy for the genes. We've got really great skin. So I don't know. Well, I'm over time, and it was great to see you guys again for a little bit. And I shall see you more next week when we resume our normally scheduled Monday through Friday coffee clutch. Oh, let's go. And nobody else said it besides me, but we're gonna go and do this anyway because we're still practicing. So here we are. Here's the drawing. This is what it's gonna look like. You too can do. One of these days, you too will do this, right? What it does is it'll go through anybody that's done the hashtag peeps, and it'll choose one of them to be a winner. So this time, the Facebook page was the winner rather than the YouTube channel was the winner. But you too can be a winner if you play along with us. Alrighty. Well, we'll see you on Monday, and have a blessed weekend.